So that's what, for a lot of the guys that may listen to this, that you don't know how much power you hold as a athlete. Right, as a scholarship athlete, and especially if you're a scholarship athlete, that's somebody doing something for your program.
Yeah,
what your word can do for a friend who might not be getting the look that he deserves to get,
or got a bad rep because of what just happened wherever he was, no matter what the situation could have been.
Absolutely,
because that's what it was. You know, oh, he failed a drug test. You think I want to take a chance on you?
Absolutely.
You know?
So that voice, that friend that has a voice and can say, "Coach, this is my guy, and he ready. He ready to he messed up, but he ready, and they finished, but he ready now." You know what I'm saying? That can make a difference in another athlete's life. That can make a difference in a friend's life that may not get that opportunity if someone doesn't actually have a voice and speaks up for them.
Who don't take action on it.
So that's a big thing. So how was it for you coming in? So you had the mess up, and now you got another chance. It's not what you had because they not giving you the money like these other people was giving you, or the other school was giving you, but you got an opportunity to play. How is your mindset going into this second opportunity?
I mean, my mindset was refreshed. You know, I didn't really think of it at the financial side of it, you know, because my mom was taking out them loans. It wasn't me, you know, and it didn't really affect me because I wasn't thinking of it as this coming out of the pocket. Not saying it's coming out of your pocket, but it's coming out your mom and your dad pocket for you to be in school. And, you know, but me, I had a fresh mindset. You know, I was excited about it. I'm up there with 2-3 guys that I knew from being young age, D, Telly, and then Raheem. You know, we was all up there. I think I had a room to myself at first, and then they was trying to charge me for having my own room, and I ended up getting with the other guy from St. Louis, Raheem, and we shared rooms and stuff. But it was exciting. I mean, I can't think of nothing else to say but exciting because I was ready to play ball. It had been a full year, going on a year and a half of me playing ball from 2012. My last high school game.
Animal. You've been salivating for some meat, and you finally get to get fed again, huh?
Yeah, and that November 2012 was my last game, and then I ended up not playing again until August of 2014. So, you know, it was a long wait. And the first game, I ain't even gonna get into the first game yet. Practice, you know, we kind of amped it up a little bit, you know, and we had a coach that used to talk stuff to us, and we was talking stuff back, you know, and it was one day the offense was killing us. You remember that they was killing us
because it didn't happen much.
Yeah,
I remember this time.
And they was
talking too.
Man, they was killing, and the wide receiver coach was letting us have it, like, y'all can't do nothing with us, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And we steady talking to him, getting killed and all. We steady getting killed though, but man, the head coach was like, "Shut up, y'all don't say nothing else." Da-da-da-da-da. And they kept killing us, and we couldn't say nothing, and it was just pissing me off, you know. And running back ended up running and bouncing it outside, and thought he was finna hit up the sideline. I came down here and killed him. Came off my feet.
Yeah.
And the head coach kicked me out of practice.
Yeah. First time. First ejection of the year.
Kicked me out of practice.
It was probably the only ejection of the year, to be honest.
He kicked me out of practice, man. And it wasn't so go in the locker room. It was sit out. You know, you done for the day. You done for the day. If you do that in the game, you done for the game. You know? And that was probably my first scene I could remember being there. You know, it was fun, but that first game I probably played horrible. You know, probably the worst game I ever played in my life. And not to say we had a great game as a team, but for me to come from where I'm coming from and
had a high expectation.
The expectations and the attitude I had while I was when I first came in, you know, they expected more from me, you know, and I ain't play well. The team didn't play well, but
we lost.
Yeah, we definitely lost. I think Simpson came in there and whooped our ass.
And they came in there.
You know, they tough. They D3 shouldn't be.
But they came in there way more prepared, way more ready, and put it on us.
Definitely did.
No questions.
And the head coach came to D after the game and said some stuff, and you know, D came back and relayed it to me like, man, yeah, coach said da 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 da. Oh, okay.
He ain't all the way believing because you ain't showed it yet.
And this is the part of it, when you look at it like this, me having the trajectory of who I was as a freshman, working hard. They see me, they see me.
It's different. Your work was different than anybody else.
They see me come in from a senior year, not really working like I did after my freshman year. When I came back for the summer, they looked at me and said, "You look different." And they were talking to me, so they knew what I was doing. And bringing him in, they were expecting the same thing right away. The expectation was so high from the jump, and we talked. It wasn't like we was just sitting back and just letting our game.
We let it be known.
Even if we was having a bad day, you knew
we was there.
We was there. You know what I'm saying? So leading up into that, they knew what it was as well. So they like, all right, you just did all that talking, Mr. D2, bounce back and coming in, doing this and talking that, and you don't perform like we think you should, even though the whole team don't.
But we expected to see you flash.
We
need that flash from you.
And it didn't happen. So it was kind of like a bounce back game, like he's saying, to the next one, and it was more of, because we played home back to back.
Yeah, we played back to back.
But the second game was actually when everybody came out.
Yeah,
the first game, everybody didn't come out.
My step-pops, my grandma and grandpa,
it was about
brother.
13.
You
can't even name everybody. It was about 13 people that came to the game.
Yeah.
And it was different because now it's like, all right, through the week, you know what we hearing.
Yeah.
You did all that talking.
And now this who you are on game day, huh?
So it comes into us being able to say, all right, and we talking. It ain't no we ain't talking. It ain't like his freshman. Yeah, and I'm speaking of more terms of your freshman year when you was at your first school. When you left the football field, you didn't hang with the football players. We talked. It wasn't like I just talked to you when you came to my school.
Right.
You was hanging with
my guys,
with the guys from the crib.
Home, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for you, now it's different because after his games, after practices, he's not going with his guys that don't play football. He's literally with us.
Yeah.
So, it was more of we mentally had to be prepared to say, all right, going into this next game, what we going to do different? And we was playing our first conference game because Simpson was out of conference. We started into our first conference game, and that's when it began.
St. Scholastic.
The show began.
Yeah, it was a show.
From the second game, we lost, but the show began.
They felt us
from a team standpoint, and West played a big point. A lot of us did.
Yeah.
A lot of us played a big point, but it was kind of that turning point to say, all right, he may be that D2 bounce back that we expected.
I had 11 solos and an assist that game. So coach kind of gave me hats off, but he still expected me to be doing what I'm supposed to do.
Let's see how this next game goes.
The
first game you didn't do, the second game you did. Now let's see if you can keep this going.
It only went up.
Yeah, it only went up because from there we went on a 6-game winning streak.
Yeah, after we lost that
5-game winning streak.
After we lost that second game, we went up. We went 5 in a row.
Yeah, 5 in a row, and then we barely lost. Yeah. And then we won, and then we got
the cap. No, we won all them games, and then we lost to Greenville. They decapitated.
They killed us. And then we won, and then we lost again, and that threw our hopes off. But it definitely was adding that to the. Adding him to the fire definitely led, and then having all the leaders was definitely great along the way. We definitely learned lessons.
Facts.
Because we were finally together, and
we was doing dumb stuff.
We was doing dumb stuff still, but it was more of we was more in control of it.
Yeah, silly stuff rather
silly,
than reckless
18, 19-year-old kids. It wasn't failing drug tests.
Don't go home.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
They telling us not to go home, but we go home anyway.
Yeah, we didn't. We after the game is Martin Luther King weekend or something. We don't got school Monday. We don't have practice break. Monday, and he like, don't go home. And we look him dead in his eyes. Say, yes, sir, right. We got you. And we get in that car and we still go home.
Yeah, but they're not deal breakers.
Yeah, but it was sort of because we missed the game or we missed the half
of the next game.
So what happened? We go
Sunday.
home and go back home. We go home, go back to school, go back home. Just we all together. So we making these decisions. 3-hour drive. Let's get on the road. We don't got practice. Let's go. To go back, we missed the practice on Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right.
Because our ride wanted to be
consequences.
Yeah.
You gonna sit out the first half. And luckily, we had the ability where we didn't lose. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
we still held on to it.
That was the time right there. Being able to go through that.
That was the time we were supposed to lose, and we were supposed to learn from that. But Yeah, we had fun there. I ended up playing hooping, after the season, ended up hooping and stuff. That was probably the most shocking thing. I didn't go to school to thinking I was gonna hoop, but ended up playing anyway. But it was a fun experience being there. I wish I could have went back and stayed, and finished with them, but out of pocket was something different. So after that, I had to, sit at home and really think and really figure out what the hell going on. Like, what you gonna do?
So what I'm about to say, what you mean? You went home, you sat at home. What do you mean?
No, I'm saying what happened. You saying it was financial. So because of the type of school it was, the second go round, they needed you to spend so much money up front,
and then I still owed them money from the year that I was there, still owed them tuition money from being in school there. So it was kind of like, it's too much money on stress on my parents,